One, we are going to cover one more another service in Amazon, that is Amazon CloudWatch. So just like in our school, in our college, we do have a monitor who is keeping track of all the nuisance that has been done in the classroom. So basically, a CloudWatch is just like the same service that a monitor does in a classroom. Basically, he actually monitors all the behavior pattern done by the other classmates, and whenever suspicious thing is he note down, he just reports it to the class teacher. The same thing is been done by Amazon CloudWatch. So basically, it is just a monitoring service which actually monitors all the AWS services. And whenever some sort of discrepancies or some sort of errors he gets through logs, he actually reports it to us. Right. So let us cover the definition of Amazon CloudWatch, and I hope that you got the gist what actually CloudWatch does is. Okay, it actually watches all the sort of services that AWS offers, such as EC2, Lambda, right? And what sort of errors we are getting, what sort of things are running at the back end, it actually reports us to the user. So Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring and observability service by AWS that provides real-time insights to your application, infrastructure, and services. It actually helps you to collect, monitor, and analyze the matrices based on the logs and the matrices that you receive across AWS services and application, which actually makes your life easier to track the performance, troubleshoots the issues, and optimize your resources. So this was the basic definition that we covered. Now it's time to see what actually are the features that AWS CloudWatch bring us into update. The first thing is matrices. So CloudWatch automatically collect matrices, the data from the AWS services such as EC2, Lambda, and what sort of matrix does it contain? Does it take? Basically, it takes the CPU usage, disk input output utility, network traffic which is coming in and going out. So basically when you launch an EC2 instance at that time, you may see in the monitoring section that you are getting some sort of graphs. Those are the matrices that AWS CloudWatch collects. Okay, you can also create custom metrics for tracking specific application or system level data. Now the second thing is logs. It allows you to centralize logs from various sources, including AWS services, application, and on-premise server, helping you to analyze and troubleshoot issues efficiently. Right. And the third thing is alarm. So whenever, like when you define this sort of threshold is reached at that specific time, you should receive a mail or notification, something that can also be done by through AWS CloudWatch. AWS CloudWatch alarm monitors the matrices and notify you if they breach a specific threshold value, which actually helps you to respond quickly to the issues. You can set up the alarms to trigger the action, like sending notification via SMS, auto scaling EC2 instances, or involving Lambda function. Now the fourth thing is dashboard. You can create customizable dashboard to visualize the metrics, logs, and alarm in one place. This is actually helpful for real-time monitoring and understanding the trends. Fifth is event. So CloudWatch events are known as the event bridge, which helps you to detect system events and trigger automated response, such as invoking a Lambda function or stopping an EC2 instance based on the specific trigger. So you just need to set the triggers, and based out of that, once it is true for that specific condition, it will trigger the event. Sixth is CloudWatch Surveillance. So Surveillance integrates with X-Ray to provide end-to-end visibility into the application performance, including tracing requests through various microservices, databases, and other AWS resources. Right. So before going forward with the use cases, let us actually see what are the core concepts of CloudWatch. So basically, here we are going to define what are the terminologies that we are going through in CloudWatch, which would be helpful for us to understand what actually CloudWatch is and what actually each term indicates, right? So first thing is metrics. So it is the numerical data that describes the performance, such as CPU utilization, memory usage. So these matrices are stored in namespaces like AWS EC2 matrices and AWS slash Lambda for Lambda metrics. So basically, what is a namespace? So namespace is nothing but a logical group of matrices typically involved associated with the service. For example, AWS slash EC2 will contain all the metrics related to EC2 instance, such as CPU utilization, disk utility, network input output traffic. So namespace is just a grouping of resources and sub services. Not sub services, basically In a server, what are the things that are running behind, right? CPU, memory utilization, network input output services. So those are the things are covered in AWS EC2 namespace. Same goes for Amazon AWS slash RDS. So it is a namespace which actually contains all the details regarding the database matrices. So that's so on. Now the dimensions, so key value pairs associated with the metric. For example, EC2 instance metrics might have the dimension instance ID to filter matrices for a specific instance. Fourth is alarm. CloudWatch alarms let you to set the threshold metrics to automatically notifying you to take action if the metrics go beyond a specific threshold. Now let's cover logs and logs group. So logs and log group. So basically, a log is a collection of log stream which is similar to data, and log stream is a sequence of log events from the same source. For example, an individual EC2 instance or the Lambda function. Okay, dashboard. So it is just a visual display of metrics, logs, and alarms in a single customizable view, which is great for real-time monitoring and understanding the system health. Event. So basically, Event Bridge, it's a monitoring event, and you can monitor EC2 instance, start, RDS backup, completion. So this sort of things can be done based on the trigger and automated response which has been set. Now let us see what are the use cases in AWS CloudWatch. So first is application monitoring. So you can track application metrics, set alarms for error rate or latency, and view these in real-time dashboard. Second is operational efficiency. So you can monitor resources like EC2 or RDS for resources optimization, analyze memory usage, and setting up scale policy based on the utilization trend. Third is security and compliance. So you can basically use alarms and log to detect unusual patterns like login failures or unauthorized attempt, okay, to access the application. So that comes into security and compliance. Fourth, you can use CloudWatch in automated response. So response to events. So basically high latency or server errors, you can basically trigger automated action through CloudWatch events like scaling resources, invoking a Lambda function, or updating instance based on the response based on the incident which is happening. Now, what are the benefits of using AWS CloudWatch? So first is unified monitoring. There is a central place where data is coming from all the services and you can see them at ease. Second is real-time alerts and action. Timely alerts to help you to take action before the issues are affecting to the customer. Third is customizable dashboard. You can customize the dashboard, providing the visibility and trend analysis for system health and performance. Last is scalability. Automatically scales your AWS environments so you can monitor as many as services as you needed, right? So that was all about AWS CloudWatch. I hope you got the theoretical concept of CloudWatch. So in the next one, we are going to do some practical demonstration to learn the same. So yeah, see you in the next one.